The Selena that gave a whole lot of troubles to a lot of teams at M3 as well. It's back.
And the combo with the Novaria as well.
Exactly.
That makes it a lot worse.
And the Xavier is going to be very vulnerable to this.
Unless he stays at base. I mean, technically.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Gold lane for Skylar now.
Alchemy. The art.
Last pick, it's gonna be the Brody for a bit more utility. But against all of these threats, man, earlier it was the Beatrix and the Novaria, now it's the Selena Novaria. They are just maximizing this Novaria pick as much as possible.
This is a completely different ball game with these choices from both of these teams. If Geek can look for a snowball with a pickoff coming in from Selena in the early game, that's definitely something that they can work with. If it ends up into the late game, they can work with the Novaria combo as well. Meanwhile, RRQ, with the Brody being picked up, do they not need to snowball from the early game?
They kind of do. But they can just play for mid-game too. They can just wait for that power spike to hit and then go for brawls. They are a pretty good team fighting comp.
Oof. If they want to brawl, they can, but I think for Geek, it's all about trying to find those pickoffs, especially when the neutral objective is up. I almost feel like RRQ needs to try and do something crazy before the neutral objective, like the turtle or Lord, is up.
But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome you into the Land of Dawn for the decider game between the King Slayers and the Pillars of RRQ. Will it be enough? Will Lemon as well as Vin be enough to break the 5 consecutive win that the King Slayers have built for themselves? The decider is here, the decider is now, and we will be able to answer it very, very soon.
One thing to note though is Irad does have his signature pick here on the Fredrin, but with so much utility, so much chip damage available, you have to wonder how well it's gonna go.
Good damage earlier.
Exactly. What about here, Beloyski with his choices? What is this telling us, Arashi?
Inspire for more spammable spells, for more utility, vision as well, and Wilderness Blessing. He wants to roam around, he wants to pressure, and look at this, early on, just so much poke already coming through for Geek. A boy with the Rupture as well, he wants to get some more damage, and so does Luke. They all know that the extra stats in the middle of a big fight will matter the longer the game goes. It all adds up.
And the problem is now for Lemon as well. Uh-oh.
Might be a kill here. Oh, the Lycan bounce into the base. He just needs one more hit. Beloyski jumped out! A misplay from Geek Fam, Beloyski and Chidera. But it's a good shot from a boy to recover from it. It was Vin, luckily, who got the kill for Geek Fam.
And that's a 1-for-1 trade here. A boy goes in for a little bit more, still able to get out. Doesn't do any more damage onto Skylar, but there it is, the early trades packing in. And the fact that Beloyski and a boy are an ongoing threat already in the early game, especially we know Selena pre-level 4 already has that amount of impact. Uh-oh. You can see that they're buying a lot of time as well because Lemon cannot necessarily walk. He has to kind of rotate around the buff, around the blue buff if he wants to go to the top and the side lanes.
Yeah, there's a lot of danger lurking in for Geek Fam, but look at this 1v1.
Yeah, forcing the Black Dragon form from Banana. Finn already very low. Beloyski picks up the kill, and Hazel looks for the retreat battle, wins it out against Irad. And Irad is forced to run back. Banana to the Poissons, now popped by Hazel. Lemon trying to zone them away. Irad's trying to recover and take it away, but I believe it was Hazel still who got that green creep.
Well, Irad has more EXP, so I think he got it. A bit too close though. The point is, Geek Fam are the ones pressing the tempo, and with a Brody, Skylar has more to say, and he did kind of set up that outplay on the bottom side of the map earlier. But aside from that, nothing really can happen against a Roger, and the mid lane, that's usually so important, so impactful. With Lemon being on a Savior, it's going to be so slow to really ramp up in damage. Later on though, maybe it will be valuable enough to just concede all this control in the early game.
But that requires them to push it to the late game, does it not? And in that late game, as compared to a damage coming out from a boy, well, I guess it depends, right? If he goes for something that can draw down the cooldown, there is a possibility that he can outmaneuver this, but this...
flicker too. Chidera wake. Oh, dodges away from the
Whoa!
memory on the Lycan. Pounce! And that was a wild charge defensively by Vin. Chidera was able to take that kill away. And Irad now gets shot down. One more hit. And the trap connects, slows him down. Another arrow from Beloy. Wow, Chidera, that was extremely well played. Lycan Pounce to dodge from the Torpart memory. Beautiful.
Wow, the outplay is coming in from Chidera. Remember, the guy who was the first team marksman, was it last season?
Gold lane.
Wow, Geek now having full control. RRQ are definitely just losing tempo and losing options right here. Even Irad, with all the early pressure he's trying to exert, he's just losing it out to Hazel, 2 levels behind. Are they going to keep going for a neutral objective fight? Are they going to go for some trades? They have options available. It's not too far to come back from 2k gold.
2k gold, but also a 2-level difference between Hazel as well as Irad at the moment. They want to go for the 50-50. That is extremely risky by RRQ. A boy nearly was able to seal that away, but here it is. RRQ. They're opening up vision, but no, they don't want to commit. I think it's too much of a risk if they do go for it.
It's just a constant harassment coming in. Look at Geek fam. They weren't trying to go for a fight. They weren't trying to go for an engage. They saw the Black Dragon form. They just step back and say, hey, just walk up a bit further so we can actually hit you with our spells. And then once you're done, then we'll go back in. They're playing this poke-heavy playstyle really, really well. And without a real front line, with a lot of regeneration or a lot of tankiness, RRQ are absolutely feeling the pressure. And unfortunate for them, their composition kind of relies on big ultimates and big objective takes.
That's why I think the Enchanted Talisman being brought in by Lemon will do the wonders, right? If he's able to spam out his ult in the later stage of the game, I think it does have a similar impact with a boy, with the Astral Spheres.
And look at Hazel using the damage reduction just to stand in front of Skylar, soaking that damage in. Beloy forced to flicker out. That turret in the mid lane is a tickle away.
All right, another factor you have to think about, though, is the fact that Geek only have a Baxia. Well, they have a Baxia and a Lapu as a front line, but the Lapu isn't exactly a frontliner. So later on, like you said, if Lemon can start dishing back some harassment, or if RRQ can get enough resources to fight reliably, there isn't really a front line that Geek Fam can use to really stall. And Skylar can hit multiple people at the same time with how the Brody works with the Tornapart memory. So there are still ways for sure, but RRQ are slowly but surely falling behind in the gold lead department.
Yeah.
That's the big concern.
4K already, Arashi. It's a little worrisome.
Oh.
There you go. A kill, 3 versus 1 onto Banana, and it looks like RRQ might be looking for the same, the mirror play in the bottom side.
Yeah, and they might even be losing. Even in the mirror play, they have more members, but they get poked down by Chidera. Oh, Irad jumping forward, finding Chidera, getting the taunt as well. But wow, Chidera's dealing so much damage. He wants to go for the Lycan Bounce now as the shield into the connects. And also the Abyssal Arrow from downtown, locking him down. Skylar low, Tornapart memory used up. Chidera falls. The combo with Lemon. Luke, bravest fighter, Luke! Cancelled out with the wild charge. Now a stun onto Lemon. Now also going on to Lemon under the turret, forcing a flicker out. Lemon gets out and outplays Luke. But it's a free turtle over to Geek and Beloy. It's not done yet. Boom. Oh, here's dive out.
2 valuable kills, I guess, taken by RRQ. The gold lead for Geek Fam was at about 4K. Now it's back down to 3.5. Geek are still on track with their game plan. With the mid turret taken down like that, there are more ways for them to just hide in the jungle. More ways for Beloyski to be really annoying, to be putting down some abyssal traps in the jungle of RRQ. And while we have some time here, player head-to-head between Chidera and Skylar by our app GoPay. Higher KDA for Skylar, higher GPM as well. But Chidera with the teamfight participation that's where he really excels. RRQ like going for skirmishes where Skylar can really show off his mechanical skills. But Geek fam, they like going for this calculated all-in, like multi-member team fight where Chidera is content not taking the spotlight.
And usually they try to buy enough time for Skylar to ultimately carry in the later stage of the game, right? Which is why maybe he's not as involved as Chidera. A difference in gameplay and timing. But back to this game, it's now still a 4K gold lead for Geek fam. And the oppression of the Abyssal Arrow is insane. And the traps coming in, there's absolutely no visibility that RRQ can work with.
Oh my god, a Dawning Light comboed in with Irad's damage. Now onto Beloyski, still able to kite away, and the Abyssal Arrow too. One shot away, a good stab over, but Irad, if he gets chumped, if he gets traded in for just a roamer, I don't think it's worth it. Vin hits the wall, but that's just it. Only the wall.
Aggressive play from RRQ, but for a roamer, surely that isn't worth it. With the next objective spawning in 10 seconds, Irad will be able to roll in. But what can RRQ do? They use so much just to secure a kill onto the roamers, and that's without the team. That was Geek fam unprepared, reacting to an unexpected play.
So what do they do, right? I mean, I guess that's already a good trailer as to what we're about to see, right? They're able to utilize Lemon's damage from that kind of range to start something to build up for something, and for Skylar to go for the finish, perhaps. But this Lord dance doesn't look like it's going in favor of RQ at all. They're being zoned out completely.
Oh my god, wait, the Lord? Hold up. Wait, hey, Lord? Lord?
Happy feet?
Lord dancing. Wait,
Whoa!
wait. Ladies and gentlemen, hold up. That is...
What?
Wait. Now with the taunt over. Beloyski taken out. The Lord is still bugging out. Look at the midst of it all. Still able to get out. This might actually... Guys, I'm not even joking. This might actually be... Okay, okay. I was scared that it would be like a full, complete reset.
But it's back.
We're back.
Okay, Hazel's 2 levels above.
Novaloy in Black Dragon form. Luke as well with Brave Spider now looking for an opening. Has been going to be taken very low. Boy in the back. Also taken down by Banana. Of all people, that's a retreat battle. Irad wins it in the end. And Geek fam back away, but... Oh man.
That's a big steal.
A crazy turn of events right there. Both EXP laners diving in, but a boy gets taken out by Banana right there. With the Lord right here, that's another front line to take some of the poke damage. That works absolutely great for RRQ. Irad now getting jumped on.
With a Brave Spider there, Skylar stealing a whole lot of damage. Short part memory 2 comboed in. The stun into the wave. Skylar gets the last hit, and RRQ will be able to utilize that advantage. Oh, and then Abyssal Arrow onto Banana. No more though.
I thought it was on Skylar, but Luke was able to defend Skylar away from it. But what initially looked like Geek's entire objective to win, with RRQ picking it up, that's actually taken away that gold lead by just a bit, right? 3K now, as compared to what was almost a 5K gold lead for Geek. And RRQ, they're going to be able to push that topside turret, not until completion, but that does buy RRQ a little bit of time and a little bit of a win.
And look at how much they're respecting Geek fam and their potential. They could have gone for the topside turret, but they back away, just concerned about the punishment coming in. But oh man!
That's the combo, man. That's how disgusting it can be. They used the Sphere and Renner Apathy combo earlier. Now it's the Arrow and the Sphere.
Is is Beloyski building damage?
Well, he has a Divine Glaive and a...
Okay.
Is that a Starlium?
Yes, it is.
So damage.
It's a Starlium that allows him to actually do true damage when he uses his ultimate, which is the Shapeshift. So hey, that could be a kind of hidden exploit, quote-unquote. But looking at the items,
Look at Chidera.
A more normal build for Chidera with the Has Claws, so that's a lot more sustainment. So a lot of DPS is required to take him down. But aside from that, Lemon though, with the Truncheon, that's the damage coming back in. It hits more people, it can be spammable as well, and in a full-on long-duration fight, it could be better.
Whoa! A random flicker in. He thought there would be more members there. Abyssal Arrow now connecting onto Banana. Astral Spirit locking him down, and Roger just picks him up with a Lycan Pounce now, looking for more. Purifies in. Luke goes in for the stun, unable to find more. Skylar's low, very, very low. Baloyski's looking for the arrow to finish him off once and for all. An Abyssal Arrow into the shield unity, and Irad gets comboed. 2 hell all the way. Vin almost gets shot down too.
That was insane.
So unlucky. Vin
Super.
went for the big play there, but he flickered over Hazel. That's what we're talking about. RRQ is great at just surprising their opposition with explosiveness. But when it doesn't work out, it looks very jarring. Just like
good.
that, the gold lead is back. But I mean, RRQ, they have some more items to deal with. The amount of Athena shields being built, though, is so understandable right now.
A boy with the angles. Lemon is half. Skylar is half. A boy is legit just playing around with them, man. And another shot to Skylar. A boy is disgusting.
Not giving a single chance over to RRQ Hoshi in the 14th minute of the game. They're suffocating. Again, the poke. I think they were banking that Lemon could match or even outshine the poke coming in from Beloyski and a boy, but truly it really hasn't. Not yet anyway.
Not quite just yet. And I think where he really shines is if they go for a fight and it's a small corridor. It functions almost like a low Yi, where you can put down your spells and you can spam it out. Especially if Lemon can get to the full charges. And if the front line can take the damage like this, you can see Lemon does have output, but look at that, Irad! Deleted!
That's the tank! That's the man you want to be frontline. He took the damage and he couldn't handle it. Now it's Vin, Banana, Skylar, and Lemon to defend. Up top, the turret vulnerable. Chidera will go to Lycan form to deal with it. A few Astral Spheres dodged away from Chidera, gets rid of the turret up top. Now a wave in the mid lane. A Bravest Fighter by Luke as well. Has the flicker, can go for it. Banana gets mounted! Oh my god! Deleted Luke now in the midst of it all, jumps in with the Bravest Fighter into the back. The Abyssal Arrow from Beloyski finds another, and it's a wipeout. The alien and the captain isn't enough to save the Kings from the Kingslayers.
And they retain their reputation. They retain their title. The King Slayers once again reign supreme over Rex, Regum Kaon, the Kings of Kings. Amazing, so creative with their strategies. RRQ, they were caught off guard.